What is up, everybody? So this video is a little bit different than normal. This is basically giving you guys like an idea of what's going on and what we're doing on the page, or the YouTube channel I should say. As you might have noticed if you're here for Heroclix stuff, we've been doing a lot of Heroclix stuff. The YouTube channel is supposed to capture a lot of things going on Best There Is Games, which is my store where I hang out and I have the coolest people ever, and it's just an awesome place. That being said, we want to do tons of content for it, but the main thing that we do the most for is the game I love and I've played before I even had a shop, and that is Heroclix. So that being said, you're going to see a bunch of videos coming out like now we've been doing, but I'm going to give you a more indication of what's going on. Us doing these videos any way we can, whether it be through the store, if it's at my house, or whatever it is, it's us having fun with the game and actually enjoying it, trying to improve it, just trying to make things good, fun, make everyone enjoy it. So with all this content we're doing for Heroclix, it's trying to be different, you know, we're trying to have fun with it. Everything I see online or we would have to look up, it's just kind of straight to the facts and whatever. I like us to have fun. They're silly, you know, we cuss, we do whatever. We're not monetizing or anything, maybe someday, but to be honest, it's just to have fun. But I think with all this going on, I need to explain who's with me and why they're with me and what's going on. With us making all this content, we have guys that are helping us. This is my team. These are the guys that are wanting to see us do what we want to do, you know? These guys share the same passion I share, and we just want to keep it going. And granted, if I don't mention some people that have made it in videos before, that's not because they're not part of the team or anything like that. That just means that they haven't been able to commit as much as the other guys are going to. At least we're hoping, much as other guys will. But once those guys become more committed, then of course we'll explain to you their role. Some of these guys are my go-to guys that I go to for certain reasons, and then you're gonna see why. They're a wild bunch, misfits, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We're troubled individuals. We're a little bit crazy. A little crazy. So to start it all off, let me give you guys a runaround and explain everybody. So first we got Dave. Dave has been with me from about the beginning of opening up my first store. Dave wasn't our judge in the beginning. He ended up just hanging out there and never leaving, to be honest with you, but we love him. And to be honest, even if we try to leave, we can't. He's everywhere. That was a bad joke, Dave. I'm sorry. Dave is now my Heroclix judge, and we go to him for rulings. Just like everyone else, we're all still learning. It's a tough game to judge, but he does his best. But more importantly, he has my back. He's one of my #1 guys that's always there for me, always helps me make sure the shop stays afloat, and puts everything he can into Heroclix, and that's why we love him. Dave being the judge, he should most likely cover a lot of the ruling type stuff, but on top of that, we just like to have opinion pieces from him because we have opinions about everything, and me and him, we even butt heads over opinions because there's no wrong opinions, and that's good. I like to have Dave there for those kind of reasons. Also, it's nice to have because he is the judge and he is informative. But the most important thing is Dave's loyalty, how much he cares about the shop, how much he cares about the game, and how much he's had my back from day one. Dave's always been there for me, and he's always going to be there for me. So it's great to have him part of my team. Let's move on to Declan. Declan is a handful, but in a good way. He's a good dude, good kid, young up-and-comer. Thing is, Declan came over here as a Magic player. He's now my right-hand man with Magic and runs Magic tournaments for me, judges them for me, helps me out. He's very competitive when it comes to Magic. He knows Magic in and out, and he's a younger dude, but he knows a lot for his age. He does that by surrounding himself around older people, which also sounds pervy. Now, as Declan was there helping us grow Magic, he ended up enjoying and loving Heroclix. He started to want to play it more than actually Magic sometimes. Declan's one of the first people that will come to me wanting to do videos, having ideas, and playing all the time, and that's great. This is someone that's new to the game. Declan coming from Magic, he has a different perspective looking at Heroclix, so I like that, and it's always been good. And not to mention, like I said, he's always first to wanting to do something for the game. And the fact that I can go to him with ideas and we could just do them on our own, I always have a partner in crime to do them with, so that's big bonus. With Declan's knowledge of Magic and how to kind of use that with Heroclix, it's a huge deal for us, and that's why it's a good reason to have him on these content. Alright, now we're going to go to Jake. Jake does Magic. I kid you not, Jake does Magic. Jake's a cool dude who actually met me through Facebook a while back looking to play Heroclix, and he took a chance and went to a guy's house, and nothing pervy happened. He ended up playing Clicks, and he loves it. Cool thing with Jake is he's very open-minded to whenever we come with ideas and always there to just go along with the flow. He's a good guy to have on your side because he's gonna have your back, he's gonna listen, and he's gonna go through with it. Jake has good opinions. Jake also is really good at brainstorming. Jake was one of the first guys that really enjoyed going through with me different characters and just building around characters and looking at other different characters, maybe 2 characters, and it just worked. It was the kind of thing he just dug to do. It's kind of like when you find someone in Magic or anyone that just likes to build. He's one of those guys. So him being a builder is fun. We will try the worst teams ever, but it didn't matter because we were having fun playing it and just trying out to see our crazy ideas and how they will work. The whole thing is Jake is a risk taker, and that's something that I love, and that's something that we need on here. We would make crazy builds, some weren't that great. We go through this process of building things, but overall, he was just a good guy to have around. Jake could be probably one of the better players in the area, but the problem is he needs more time to play, and with work, life, and all that, it's a little rough. Now, the fact that Jake's not always free is kind of a bummer for us playing on our weekly games. Even though Jake is busy sometimes or whatnot, he'll always try to make time to make content, help us out, go with ideas, and again, brainstorm with me on making the teams. It's easy for me to bounce things off for him, and he'll make time to come down and actually do stuff. And if he's not, he's at least feeding me ideas behind the scenes, and that's what I appreciate. And Jake also does magic. He entertains us. A newer player has been around named Paul. Paul hasn't been around too long, but I love the guy. I love talking to Paul about Heroclix. Paul's picking up so fast from his brother and also just everyone around him. If anything, I think Paul's learning from like people's mistakes. Paul's really into that meta game, and that's what I love. Me and Paul could go back and forth thinking about what's gonna be the next cheese, how to beat it, how to get around it, even how to abuse it. Paul as well can be one of the best players in the area. Again, it's just these people need to be able to have time, and they need to be able to get time off to go to the huge events, but unfortunately, a lot of people can't take that time off. He's got a busy life, busy job. He's lucky to make it to our weekly days. A lot of times on our weekly tournaments, he's got to leave really fast. Paul is great at making original teams, like one of the best guys I've seen. Most people I see net deck a lot of Heroclix ideas, which is understandable. You do what you gotta do to win, but Paul usually gets original ideas. When it comes to meta, most guys just straight net deck, and I've seen it over and over again. And I get it, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, but here's the thing. Paul usually will see some kind of idea or something like that, but he will jump on that and make his own twist on it. So good that it will look so fresh. If I could pick Rookie of the Year for this year, even through the whole world, I'd pick Paul. Paul has stepped up huge. He's only been playing for a little while, and he's already really good. So I love having him for the videos, and when he gets to come in, play games, or even drop some advice and stuff, he's just a good player, and he's nothing but fun to play with, and I feel like he's someone that brings so much to everybody around us, so him being on these videos is a huge deal. Then we got Lucas. So Lucas is like my brother. Lucas I've known forever. He's probably one of the first guys that go to my original shop. With that being said, Lucas got drawn to Heroclix. We played all the time. I gave him a ton, but the best thing about Lucas is his lightheartedness towards the game. This guy just loves to have fun and play. He can lose and be fine. He can win and be fine. He hasn't quite gotten to that meta edge yet. I'm hoping one day, he is a good player. He's smart, you know. The problem is he jumps in and out as well sometimes, and he has to refresh his memory of the game and the new rules. Lucas could be a contender in any of these tournaments if he got to sit there and really keep playing and practicing. But that being said, he brings heart to this content. I love that he's able to help us. Right now he's a little more free, but hopefully we can still keep him up here and there to be able to just drop it. Even if he gets busy, I'm hoping that he'll still be able to continue doing content, even if it's here and there. Again, he brings heart to the game, and it's just something that's really positive for the channel, and it's positive for all of us. He likes to have fun. We would play 2,000 point games, we would play 3,000 point games. It was just about rolling dice and seeing how they went. But the guy knows how to recognize what's good, what's nasty, what's fair, and all that. So it's nice to have a guy like that around that kind of can make judgment on that. So Lucas being on this content is just a big deal for me, because he's one of those guys that just will deliver every time. No matter if it's good or bad, he's gonna bring it, and most likely you'll enjoy it. Not to mention, he kind of gets along with everybody because he has fun, and then you're gonna have fun too. So he's one of the kind of guys that you want a part of that group. Then we got Donnie. Donnie's a jerk. It's kind of horrible to say. Okay, Donnie's our jerk. Let's put it that way. Donnie's a smartass. Let's put the first word there first, smart. Much as I hate to say it, he's probably the best Heroclix player right now. Problem is, the dude does not want to play meta. He does not want to play with those kind of players, he says, because they take it too serious and they dedicate their life to it, and he just wants to go and play. But the problem is, this guy has a brain to play meta. This guy has a brain cut out for strategy. The problem is, though, Donnie doesn't play the meta, but he thinks like it. Maybe not playing the most meta pieces, but the guy knows how to make moves way more than others. This is coming from a guy that loves Tetris. I've seen him play Tetris and he knows how to move pieces the right way, quickly. I feel like I'm quick at Tetris and he's quicker than me. He's pretty quick. I said Tetris way too much. Tetris. So when you're playing a casual game with him, he's making meta moves that you wouldn't even think about. Donnie knows how to set things up. The guy just has strategy down. The number one thing you need to play Heroclix is patience, and Donnie has it. The thing about Donnie is he can actually probably dominate big level tournaments. Donnie can have guys rage quit just over his patience alone. He can sit there and figure everything out, your move, the next move after, and still get his win. But again, when it comes to Donnie, he just wants to have fun. He enjoys the game. He doesn't invest a ton of money into it. If a cheesy piece is fun to him, he's gonna buy it. He just wants fun pieces. If a cheesy piece is fun to him, he'll play it. But if it's over $100, the dude's not gonna buy it. He's not one of those guys that will drop money on the hottest new thing, the biggest thing that's cheese. So it's kind of nice to have someone with that raw honesty. Donnie being around and being on the content is really good just because the guy knows what he's doing. Only problem is I would like him to go to the meta and see how he really does, because we all know that strategically he can outthink most of the players. Well, what you learn is being the smart player is more important than being the guy that has all the best pieces. Donnie has that edge where he's just a strategist, and it helps us and it helps with the content, and he can see things a lot different. We will disagree time to time about what figure is really good and what's not. He sees it just as I'm playing it. I'm sitting here thinking about 300, how it'll work on a meta side. He's thinking about just in general the figure. That's also a good thing to have with us on our little team here. Oh yeah, I forgot, me, Ernie. So, I've been playing Clix forever. Have I been good at it? I don't think so. But I love the game, I love the community. My best friend brought me into it, who sadly passed away. And I still, to this day, will always think about him and be connected with him through Heroclix. Me running a shop is kind of tough because I love the game so much, I put a lot into it. I basically lose money sometimes on it because I want to give out so much things to people and I appreciate my players so much. We just have so much fun and I have just the best player base ever. But that being said, so running the store, trying to do that, it sucks. We would like to play more competitive. I would like to play more competitive, travel around, but it just doesn't work that way when you got a family, kids, and kudos to the guys that do have families and kids and are able to do that. That's awesome because, you know, it's a hard thing to do. Unfortunately, at this moment, I can't do it. Hopefully, in the future, I'm going to be able to. But the thing is, I'm going to push my guys as hard as I can to go up and down California, trying to go to the bigger events. And that's even if I have to sponsor them with gas, food, whatever it takes for them to get down there. I'm going to try to get those guys there that play at my shop. Just sucks, I can't really make it to a lot of things. But hopefully in the future we'll see and things will change. I'll eventually be able to be at these bigger events and have some fun and meet other people besides through Facebook. I've met so many awesome people on Facebook. I would love to meet with you guys in person, actually play with you face to face. So that's basically all the guys. There's going to be other people that come in. If people join more, I'll give you guys bios on them as much as I can and why they're on here. Now, we want to do this content just like Heroclix, but with Magic as well. We're trying to put a team together for that, and we're going to have certain like episodes for certain things when it comes to Magic. I may not be as involved because I play Magic, but I'm not that great and haven't played it as long. But I will be good for things for newbies, and that's going to be good. So far as Heroclix go on this channel, we're going to probably put one video out a week, I think, of content. If we could get more out in a week, that's great, but that's not going to put the pressure on me. Other than that, I have to edit. I have to get the guys together. We brainstorm, work on this stuff, then, yeah. So I think doing one video up a week would be great. So there's going to be a few different types of videos, and we've already released some already. So there's no secret videos or anything like that. They've all been already released of different kinds. The newest one just came out, and that is Flicks to Clicks, where this is more fun, more comedic, more of a thing for us to have fun with. A lot of the Heroclix videos, I always feel like they jump straight to the facts and there's nothing really fun going on. With Flicks to Clicks, it's a lot different. We're putting movies into a clicks form and figuring out ways to create it. When we make these, we don't know who's getting what. We pick them out of a hat. We know the characters, we don't know who's going to get the character and how they're going to build them. So it's really fun when we start reading them off and realizing how they built them and then kind of try to correct them. It also kind of shows your knowledge of clicks and how creative you can get based off clicks you've played and clicks you've seen in the past. Then we got Smack My Click Up. Now that show, we've only done one so far. We plan on doing, I think, 2 more that we have planned. This is us trying to take down the meta and trying to break it down to a way to help you win. Not saying you're gonna win. We're not the brightest bunch in the world. We've done that already, first with Team Vulture. What we said to do against Vulture in the Smack My Clicks Up actually was working. Now again, this isn't original ideas because everyone probably has those same ideas. It's always nice to have videos where you can watch to help me get over this hump and what are things that can help us that you can play in a meta format, but it's not just to go against this team. It's going to most likely help me against this team, but I'll still do good overall. We have fun with it. It's been good. We have plans for more. Then we got Fight Club. Fight Club is a whole different concept. Fight Club, we're trying to do it where it's 300 points per team. We're trying to stay in modern when we build it, but there might be times where it's just golden age. There might be times where it's a mix. There are times where we had to float a little into golden age because there wasn't enough keywords to make it work for that team. With Fight Club, like doing it at 300 is really good because we are doing it to try to make them the most competitive as we can, but also unique, fun, thematic. Some are gonna have cool themes of what, like we did Atlantis against Wakanda. We're gonna do different things like that. There's gonna be times where we have to do unbeatable 300 point team and try out a new team against it. And when we do that, it's just us doing trial and error to see if that team can get beat. So Fight Club is one of those areas where we're going to do that and run it, and you're going to see it. Hopefully we could get a little better edited. The volume was pretty good. I think the best thing we need is commentary with it. So I'm going to work on that and figure out ways to go about that. And the last thing is the first thing that I always did was Heroclix Breakdown. Heroclix Breakdown was always me just breaking down clicks. All the other videos I always saw, they just read the Heroclix to you and said, whoa, that's cool. Or, oh, that's not bad. Usually in the Heroclix Breakdown, I at least try to, the best I can, to talk about what I can see it doing in the future, the points, how it's going to work, is it worth it, will it be good on meta, what's the best click, do we want to push this, is it good for a theme, is it good? So when we break it down, it's a little bit different. In the beginning, I did them all by myself, so it was kind of hard to play off anyone and have any kind of fun with it. Now I had Declan start helping me do them. I've been having more fun with Declan involved in it, and I hope to get other guys in it when we're doing it. Recently, we just did it for some of the wrestlers that were spoiled at Worlds. That's why it's better when we have shorter videos and we can cover like 5 clicks or whatever. So basically what we do is we do what everyone else does where you read it, but we actually break them down and try to talk a little more in general about it. This is usually just for spoilers, or if it's a new click that's out, just like we did for Q, and we explain what is best to be played with him in our opinion. So those are the videos that we're going to be working on. Those are the guys that are going to be helping me. Again, I look forward to bringing in a bunch of videos. Hopefully it'll all go well, and you know what, if it doesn't, we're going to keep making them anyways because we have fun doing it. All we want to do is bring fun and good experiences to the game. So you could go to California Heroclix Connection, which is a great place for you to meet people and talk. It also has a ton of references to different places you can go to learn and to meet other guys that are great, might be in your neck of the woods. We've been connecting with a lot of people, even outside of California. We're trying to work with everybody and trying to support all the big guys around us, and even friends that are outside of California that we want to see succeed and do well. And not just as far as playing, but just as spreading, you know, Heroclix. Hopefully get to team up with a lot of you guys out there. So our basic goal is just to make sure we keep getting stuff knocked out and keep informing and keep having fun. So hopefully you guys will stay along with us. If not, we're going to be doing it alone, but we're going to be doing it. It doesn't matter. I have a good team now behind me. I'm hoping to move this with Magic and then maybe Dragon Ball after. So thank you guys even for the little support we've been getting lately. It's been growing little by little, and I feel it, and it's great. And I'm really excited, and I hope you guys will be here checking us out. Every new video, again, at least once a week we'll be throwing one out, hopefully more than one. So if you guys ever get a chance, subscribe, look for notifications, whatever you guys want to do. Try to support the best you can. If not, I understand, life's tough. It's all busy. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you stick through all this, thank you for meeting the whole crew. Please support. We have a lot of things planned. That is it. We are done. And we're done. Thanks. You're still here? Go. Go. It's over.